Hey everyone, it's Gina, and today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite makeup brushes. These are staples of mine that I've had for years and years and years, and I've just never really put them down. It's pretty much what I always take with me when I'm traveling, and just the super basics of what I'm always reaching for exactly what I need to do a full face of makeup. Before we get started, I wanted to hear your feedback on this filming location. This is my second video that I filmed in the new house, so I'm trying out some different setups in my new office. There's several different places that I can film, so wanted to get your feedback just on this background. I'm first going to start out with face brushes, and believe it or not, I only have like 4 or 5 brushes, which kind of seems like not very much, especially if you're a makeup person like me. You have a ton of brushes and stuff. You guys can see I do have a big amount, but those are for like doing other people's makeup and just having one for all these random little techniques and stuff, but these are the basics, like I said. And these are going to be a mix of brands. One of my favorite brands is Sigma Beauty. They've been around for so long, and it was the first makeup brush brand that I really got into when I started with makeup. I got like their large starter kit, or not starter kit, but it was just like a 10 or 12 piece brush set, and they've held up. I have those same brushes still now, and some of these are still even in my daily routine that I'm going to share with you, so it's amazing how well they hold up if you take care of them. I have lots of brush washing videos, so I'll link those for you down below so you can really see how to properly take care of them, and they will last you for like 10 years or more if you really take good care of them. And there's definitely a difference in quality between those and some cheaper brands. But this is actually not a Sigma one. This is an e.l.f. one. I'm first going to start with foundation. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I really like e.l.f. Cosmetics brushes because they are so high quality for the price. It's unbeatable really for the price. This is actually what I use for my foundation every single day. I've tried using beauty blenders, sponges, all kinds of different brushes, and I always go back to this one because I can apply my foundation so quickly. And with using a sponge and whatnot, it just takes me forever, and my arm literally gets tired because it takes so long. But this is definitely my favorite. It blends out everything. I can even use this underneath my eyes to blend out my concealer, especially when I'm traveling. I'll just bring this instead of a separate concealer brush or something. Next, I am going to share with you what I actually use to blend out my concealer, and this is another e.l.f. product. This is their sponge. I don't remember the name of this one off the top of my head, but I'll link all these products for you all in the blog post that goes with this video. That'll be linked down below. But this is just like black and sparkly, but something about the texture of this sponge, mine's obviously dirty right now because I've been using it. Something about this texture though just blends out really nicely. I don't like having to fool with going to the bathroom and wetting it and wringing it out. So this one, you actually don't have to really wet it. I use mine dry to blend out my concealer, and it works perfectly, and that's a lot quicker for me than going and wetting it and wringing it out, and it just takes longer and stuff. So I personally like using it dry, and then it doesn't wipe away my concealer. Another concealer brush is this one from Sigma. See, these are so old. This just goes to show how long I've had these. They have the old numbering on them where they named it like SS194. So I will have to find you the exact names for the blog post when I link you to these products, because now they've changed their numbering system several years ago. But this is basically just like a pointed concealer brush. This is a synthetic brush. This is definitely not totally an essential for me, but I definitely find myself reaching for it every single day. I use it to clean up my eyeliner. I use it on blemishes. I just use it for so many various things, just like touching up concealer around my face. I use it to clean up my eyebrows, so mostly for corrections. And I don't wear eyeshadow every day, so I just wear like a gel liner, and that definitely usually requires touch-ups or cleaning up. So I always reach for this when I need to do that, like cleaning up my wing when I go too crazy with my brows, or I just want to make them more defined or more like diffused and natural looking. I'll just go around the edges with this, so I always find myself reaching for it. That's why I included it, but it is more like for corrections and stuff, so I guess it's not totally an essential, but it really helps. All right, so I'm kind of going in the order that I usually use this. The next one is just a synthetic kabuki brush. This is usually what I will use to apply my powder. I really like using this for setting powder. I use this to blend. I use it for so many different things. I don't remember the brand of this one. I think I got it in like a BoxyCharm or something. This is basically identical to the e.l.f. one, and I've talked about the e.l.f. one on my channel for so many years now, so I will link you to that one for this since I don't know this brand. But I like how this one's pretty soft, blends perfectly. Like I said, e.l.f. has various sizes of these that work really great. Next, I will usually contour or apply my bronzer, and this is a newer Sigma brush. This is the Sigma Soft Angle Contour F23 brush. I've done videos using this. I use it every single day just for my contour. I like how this brush doesn't make my contour too defined. It just blends it out. Like, it's called soft angled because it's very soft. I can just go right in and do it really quickly. I don't have time every day before work when I'm getting ready at 6 or 7 a.m. to sit there and like carve out my contour and do all this stuff. So this just allows me to get a nice contour and blend it out all in one step very quickly. So that's why it's one of my favorites. Next, I have a blush brush. This is one of those that I've had for so many years now, like 7 or 8 years. This again is the old numbering, but I think it's called like the angled blush brush or angled contour brush or something like that. But it might actually be for contouring, but I use mine for blush. I really like the shape of it. I love using this for powder blush, and the angle just fits perfectly on my cheekbone. Not sure what it is about this one, but it just applies it so flawlessly where it doesn't require any blending as well for this. Next is my highlight brush, and this I could get away with like using my fingers or something, but this just makes highlighting so easy. This is the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter F03 brush. This one has synthetic hairs, but you actually use it with obviously powder highlighters and stuff. It works so well. I like the size of it and the shape. It fits perfectly right on my cheekbone to highlight. So that's it for the face brushes. It's actually not that many. I will just bring these with me when I travel. Sometimes I'll leave out like the highlighter and the concealer one, but overall I can get away with just having these, and I don't really need a whole lot of brushes. So now I'm gonna take you through eye brushes, and I personally don't do eyeshadow like I said every day. I usually will only do it on the weekend when I have more time, so I don't use these all that often, but like if I am gonna travel and I want to do eyeshadow, then I will reach for just these, and I can get a full eye makeup look done with just using these brushes, even fewer of these if you didn't want to get all of them. But first I did want to talk about the brow brush I've been using. This one is from the brand Bodyography Pro. I think this came in another one of those subscription boxes like I mentioned. I love this one because of the way that the brush is. It's super fine and pretty skinny, and it's pretty short. I don't like how some of them I've tried are too long and they're just not dense enough. So something about the shape of this one is just perfect for my brows. This works with cream brow products, powder brow products, anything, and it has the spoolie on the other side, which is ideal. So love this one. Sigma has some great ones, e.l.f. has some great ones, but I always find myself reaching back to this one for some reason. But a lot of them are very similar to this though. If I can't find it, then I'll just link you to one similar. So that one I use every day. Another one I use every day is this eyeliner brush. This is the Sigma Winged Eyeliner E06 brush. This one is so tiny. You can see compared to my hand how little this is. This is what I use every single day for my gel liner. It's super fine. I always clean it. You wanna make sure you clean it. I just wipe it on like a washcloth I have on my vanity. You wanna make sure you clean it off every single day after you use it, or else if it gets too hard and like stiff, then you won't be able to apply product very good. So love this so much. You guys see me use this in videos all the time, but I like how teeny tiny it is so I can get the perfect wing. I don't like too dramatic of a wing, so this is perfect. And I like the angle that it has to it too. I find that like with those pointed liner brushes, I can't get as good of a wing. And since this is angled, I can get the perfect wing without messing it up. So now for actual eyeshadow brushes, this one is one of the ones I've had for like 10 years now. This is just an eye shading brush. This is just your basic brush that you use for applying shadow all over the lid. You can use it for the lower lash line, top lid, just everything. It works perfectly for just packing on color. This works great with obviously powdered eyeshadows. I wouldn't use this with a cream one, but the shape's nice. They've, I'm sure, redone this brush, but I'm sure it's still very similar. But again, this is one of those very old ones that I've had forever, and it's still going strong and works perfectly. Next two I have to share are very similar, and I always bring both of these. Sometimes I'll bring just one or the other if I don't want to pack a whole lot, but these are blending brushes from Sigma. Actually, this one's Sedona Lace, I think. Sedona Lace is another good brush brand, but Sigma has this exact same one if you're going to be ordering brushes all together. But this is just more of like a pinched blending brush. It is white, so it has those white bristles to it. But if you can see at the end of the ferrule, it does have that pinch to it. So it has a nice shape for getting in the crease. I use this just to blend out shadow all throughout my crease. Since it does have that flatter shape to it, you can use this to create more of like a defined crease, whereas this one is more of a round shape. And this is very similar, but this one's a little bit fluffier. These are all dirty because I just used them. But this one I just use to go all through my crease, like windshield wiper motions when I'm applying my eyeshadow, and this just blends out color all through my crease. So a lot of times I will use this for like a transition color. That's when you take like a very light brown eyeshadow and you just apply that all throughout your crease, and then you go in with something a little bit darker, maybe with a smaller brush like this to define it even more, but it just helps give you that gradient so it blends out a little bit better. But both do really well, but I can get a little bit more control with the pinched one. Next I have an even smaller version of some of those blending brushes, and this is a small tapered blending brush. So this one is still tapered at the end. It has a little bit of a point to it, but as you can see, it's a lot smaller to the other ones. So you can see it's just a little bit more narrow. So this one is used for doing more of a defined crease. So a lot of times I will use these first. So I'll go in with these and create more of a dramatic crease look. Like I'll use this for the outer V even, just anytime I want to deepen up a look and get more of a dramatic look. But you could totally just use this with a really light shade and use it all throughout your crease, especially if you have really small eyes. I highly recommend this because it's a lot smaller. If you have not that much lid space, or if you have like hooded eyes, some of those larger blending brushes are just gonna apply color all over the place. So something like this is definitely ideal if you have really small eyes. Last two and then I'm done, I promise. I just have this fluffy blending brush. I use this to apply shadow all over my brow bone. This helps to also blend everything out. I just use it with like a nude skin tone color when I'm done with my eyeshadow. It's actually double-ended. So this is part of a set that I had gotten from Walmart a long time ago. I don't believe they have these anymore, but the quality was surprisingly amazing, although it's a little bit loose, like it's not as good as my Sigma ones, but I was really impressed with the quality of it, and it's very soft. It reminds me kind of like Eco Tools brushes where the bristles are like two-tone like that and they're really, really soft. I wish I could find these. If I can, I will link it for you, but if not, I will find you an almost identical one for you to purchase. But I just like how fluffy it is and it just blends out really well. So I always reach for it all the time, even though I can't really like recommend it to you, I guess, since it's discontinued, but I'll find you a similar one. And last one is not completely necessary, but when I'm doing a full eye look, I always reach for this. This is the Sigma E30 pencil brush, and a pencil brush is great for smudging out eyeliner. You can use it on your lower lash line to apply like a dark shadow. You can use this like on your upper lash line if you want to just smudge your eyeliner into your lash line, just give you kind of like a smoky look. But I pretty much will just use this. I'll take like that same color I used in my crease and I'll just drag it down onto the lower lash line to help connect everything. So it's just my preference of how I like to do my eyeshadow. So I'm always reaching for this and I always bring it. But you, I guess, don't have to have it if you're just trying to get the essentials, but it's definitely one of my favorites. So those are all of my favorite makeup brushes for the eyes and the face. I will link every single one of them for you on the blog post that goes with this video. That will be the first link in the description box down below. So you can click on that, go to my site, and you can shop from there. You can print out the list. I've done lots of other makeup brush videos, so I will link them for you down below if you're looking for some more information on some other brands. I've done lots of reviews. I've done some reviews on some more e.l.f. brushes if you're interested in some more affordable options. But I can definitely highly recommend the Sigma ones, because if you're taking good care of them and washing them often and not letting them sit for years without getting washed, then they will last you a long time. So it's definitely an investment. Without good brushes, your makeup definitely is not going to be the same and you can't get the same results. So definitely recommend getting a good set that will last you forever. But as you can see, you can get some more affordable options like I have, like from Walmart, e.l.f., those types of brands, and they'll still hold up good. So I would love to hear what your favorite makeup brush brand is, or if you have a particular brush that you can't go without, please let me know in the comments and I'll definitely have to check it out. And you can leave any other video requests down there that you want me to film. So thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye everyone.